Welcome back to this course of Java. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the composition. Now composition in Java is the design technique to implement has a relationship in a class. We can use Java inheritance or composition in Java for code reuse. Now in composition we must have a relationship has a, means we have two classes, those two classes must have a relationship between them, and we can reuse our code through inheritance or composition. We know about the inheritance, and for this video we will discuss about the composition only. Now these are some important points about the composition that you have to keep in your mind, that composition must has a relationship. We have code reuse, we can reuse our code in composition. Now the composition is implemented using the instance variables, and we hide the visibility to the client classes. These are the four important points in the composition, and we will discuss about all these 4 points in our NetBeans when we will create our code. Then you will understand that how these 4 points are implemented in composition. Now look at this figure. The blue box, you can let this is a car, and the black box inside the car is the engine. We know that a car must have an engine. Now engine is a separate class, and car color and car gears are the instance variables of the class car. An engine and a car has a relationship between them. Engine is the part of the car. Engine is a different object, and car is also object. But engine is the part of the car, so we can see that they has a relationship between them. So let's create our program that implements the composition, and we also have to follow the 4 points that we have discussed before. So let's create a program. And now here you can see that I have a class with the name composition, and I have other class with the name engine. In the same package is composition, we have two Java classes, engine and the composition. So first of all, I go to my engine class and going to type here some instance variables. Now I am going to create some instance variable in this class. So I type here private int car power and private string transmission, and you can say okay. So now I am going to create the getters and setters for this class. I right click and click on the insert code and click on the getter and setters also. Okay, so in engine class we have two instance variables and the getters and setters for them. Now I come back to my composition class. I am going to create a class here with the name class car, and in this class I am going to create instance variables. I type here private string car color and private int car gears. Okay, and now I am going to create the object of the engine class here. I type here engine e equals to new engine. Okay, now I am going to create a constructor here. I type here car, and you can say string car color int car gears. Now in our engine class we have car power and transmission. Okay, spelling is wrong here. S also here. S. Okay, so integer car power and transmission. Integer car power and string transmission. Okay, so and inside the body of the constructor I type here e dot set car power and e dot set transmission, and then this dot car color is equal to car color, and this dot car gears is equal to car gears. Okay, so now I have created the constructor for the class car. You can see I have car color, car gears, car power and transmission. And now I am going to create the getters for the car color and car gears. So I type here string get car color and return car color and int get car gears and return car gears. Okay, then I am going to create the getter for the car transmission. I type here public int get car transmission and return e dot get car transmission. Okay, so I change return type to string here. Also I make these getters public here, public, and then okay, now the last getter should be get car power and return e dot get car power. Okay, now I go to my main function and type here, you can say car c1 equals to new car, and in the constructor first of all I type the color. I type here black, then I have to type the gears, you can say 5, then power should be 500, and then transmission to manual. Okay, now if I type here c1 dot, then now I can access the 4 getters here: get color, get gears, get power, get transmission. I select the get power here and print it on the screen like system.out.println. And now if I run this program, you will see 500 on the screen. Now we have created the program for the composition. Before this code, we have discussed about the 4 points. The first point is has a relationship. Now definitely car has a relationship with the engine. Engine is also a separate object and car is also an object. But engine is also the part of the car, so we can say that engine has a relationship with the car. Now the second point is the code reuse. For example, we have another class like truck. Now truck has also an engine, so we can use this engine class also there. We are reusing our engine class. So in this way, we can reuse our code. Now the third point was we implement it through the instance variables. And you can see that we have definitely implement our code through the instance variables like we can see in our code. And the fourth point was hiding the visibility. Now you can see that when we create this thing and we access the members of the other class, now the class engine is hid from the real world. We have just created the class of the car and we can use our engine also there. So also in this way we are hiding the visibility from the real world. I hope you understand about the compositions and also understand the 4 points about the composition that we have discussed in our slide. I hope you understand about the composition. If you feel any problem, then don't hesitate to ask me a question. I will definitely help you. So that's it for this video. I will see you in next video.